All the way until the fall of 2023, we have been sleeping on the puzzle ball python morph. But when Brock Wagner hit the very first sunset puzzle, we were blown away and we knew that we had to chase that project. But we weren't set up for it. We didn't have any puzzle animals, so Courtney and I did a high-risk, high-reward breeding strategy to try to get our way into the Sunset Puzzle project, and we want to talk about it in this week's video. In addition to the strategy, we also want to talk about why I personally think that the Sunset Puzzle project is the best top-tier multi-recessive project in the ball python breeding hobby right now. Anyways, my name's Steven with Leviathan, and let's get to it. A couple weeks before Tinley Park in the fall of 2023, Brock sent us a text message where in it he sent a picture of the very first sunset puzzle that had ever been hit. It was fresh out of the egg and it blew me away. It was absolutely incredible. It was stunning. It was one of the best looking animals that I had ever seen. And things about this animal that really stood out to me is that you got the sunset colors, but puzzle brightened it up, and you got the amazing puzzle pattern brought into the animal, and combined it was the best of both worlds. And I knew that that animal was going to be absolutely insane, and it was going to spark a ton of people chasing that particular combo. We knew that we wanted to get into it, but we didn't have a single puzzle animal at all because, again, we had been sleeping on it before this time. Reason number one why I think that the Sunset Puzzle project is the best multi-recessive project in the industry right now is because its visual appearance is absolutely stunning, but there is so much potential to make the combo even better. Because this is just sunset and puzzle, and there are so many other amazing genes that work great in both sunset and in puzzle, I think that there is going to be years and years and years worth of amazing combos coming out of this project. Simply adding in something like yellow belly or spot nose, because these morphs do so well in both sunset and in puzzle, I think that it is going to make some absolutely insane, incredible animals later on. But if we switch over and look at the recessive side, adding in a morph like Hypo, which does so well in sunset and so well in puzzle, is a no-brainer for this project. As well as Hypo, there is Ultramel, which in my opinion is probably one of the best sunset combos out there, and the Ultramel puzzle is absolutely stunning. So a sunset Ultramel puzzle is going to be wild. And again, because there is so much potential and there is so much room to have absolutely insane new combos coming out of here, is one of the reasons why I think that this project is poised to be at the top for years to come. At the same time that he had hatched out that animal, he had also hatched out some puzzles that were Poshet Sunset, and we decided that we were going to buy a male. So we got the one male that he had and we drove up to Tinley in order to pick it up, and we were so freaking excited about it, but it was still a Poshet and we didn't know if that animal was actually going to get the gene that we wanted.
I made him. I used a het male that was 100% het sunset, 100% het puzzle, and I bred him to a phantom het puzzle, female. And I made him through that, and I love the patterning, I love the colors, and you can kind of see, Steven, the red in the back. So you could get lucky. I know you're going to shed test this boy. I just didn't have the time, didn't have the energy to do it.
At the time, the way that I thought about it was that even if they don't prove to be heterozygous for sunset, the fact that it would be a visual puzzle means that we could grow up that male and pair it to some of our sunset females and make double hets and get our way into the project through that avenue. Once we got the male and we ended up getting him back, we sent in his shed to RGI, and when the test results came out, he proved negative.
All right, he's a phantom puzzle 66% het. Sunset from Brock Wagner, and Steven would really like to hear that there's sunset in there.
Oh, that's an awesome male. Unfortunately, negative.
He does not have sunset.
Obviously, I was really disappointed, and at first we were still going to hold on to that male, but instead what we decided was that because that male was a hatchling, we were going to need to grow him up for at least an entire year, and then start breeding him, and then it would probably be the next year when we could potentially make double hets from it. So with this in mind, it was really going to be about 2 years before we could really get started in that project, even though we already had the male, and that objectively was the safe, traditional route to getting into this multi-recessive project. The second reason why I think that the Sunset Puzzle project is the top tier multi-recessive project is that the feeder projects are high-end enough where the people who are really excited to work it have invested a lot of time and a lot of money to get into those projects already. So it means that there's not going to be a massive flood of people getting into this project anytime soon. And because there isn't going to be a massive flood of people getting into the project because a lot of people don't have breeder sunset females and they don't have breeder puzzle females, it is going to create a situation where the supply for this project isn't going to get flooded throughout the market because there's just not enough people who are set up to make the animals in it. And the people who are set up to make the animals in this project likely are going to be holding a lot of them back just like we did. So even though people will be producing in it, at least for the next couple of years, I don't see there to be a massive influx of Sunset Project animals available on the market. About a month or so later, one of our friends let us know that they were slimming down their collection and that they were going to be getting out of the puzzle project. So they had some really cool breeder het puzzle animals. And the one that really caught my attention was a Confusion Red Stripe 100% heterozygous puzzle male that was a proven breeder. And our thoughts were we could buy this male and pair him to one of our sunset animals this season, rather than waiting for the Phantom Puzzle Boy to grow up and then breed him, and we could test the clutch in order to see which of the babies were 100% heterozygous for both puzzle and for sunset. So we ended up picking up this male and we sold the Phantom Puzzle Boy. At this point, with the Confusion Red Stripe het puzzle male as our breeder for the 2024 season for this particular project, we put him into quarantine and we tried feeding him and we realized that he wouldn't eat. And he probably went about 2 to 3 months before he actually ate for us, which greatly delayed our ability to use him during the 2024 season. So by the time that he finally got established eating, he was well outside of quarantine. And in this particular situation, we only had one female that could really be put to him, and it was our Super Banana Sunset female. So we ended up pairing them up and they locked right away. He was a fairly good breeder, and with this, they ended up giving us a 5-egg clutch, which was fairly small, and it made me a little bit worried because with 5 eggs, we really wanted the double het females from this, but the odds could be completely wild, and maybe we would get some females, but there was still the entire chance that those females wouldn't be the 100% double het sunset puzzles that we were looking for. Once the babies hatched out, we actually got pretty good odds, I feel like, in the split of the animals, and all of the babies were just absolutely stunning and beautiful. We ended up getting 2 male Confusion Red Stripe Banana het sunsets 50% het puzzles. We ended up getting 2 Banana Red Stripe het sunset 50% het puzzle females, and we got 1 Banana Confusion het sunset 50% het puzzle female. So overall, we did pretty good on the sex odds for this clutch. It was just about right down the middle like it should have been, but we didn't know how we would do on which one of the animals was actually proved to be het puzzle. So we sent in their very first sheds to RGI, and they gave us the results in about a week later, and when they gave us the results, we realized that the two males were not het puzzle, they were just het sunset. So then when it comes to the females, the two banana red stripe het sunsets, 50% het puzzles, those ones actually proved out to be double hets, and we were ecstatic. We were super, super excited about these girls. And the one that I wanted to be het sunset and het puzzle the most, the banana confusion het sunset, 50% het puzzle, she did not prove to be 100% het for puzzle, and instead she is just 100% het sunset. So I was a little disappointed, but I was still super, super excited that we were able to get the banana red stripe double het sunset puzzles. The third reason why I think that the Sunset Puzzle project is the top tier, the prime of multi-recessive projects right now in 2024 is because both the Sunset and the Puzzle project are super, super popular within their specific niches, and the fact that they work so well together means that the people who really like Sunset but weren't into Puzzle will be able to support the Puzzle project and make that stronger, and the people who are into Puzzle but didn't really like Sunset before this will be able to get into Sunset and support that project, so it grows the market base for both of the feeder projects. And with everything moving to the multi-recessives such as the triple and the quad, both Puzzle and Sunset work really, really well with Hypo, Desert Ghost, and with Ultramel, so I think that there are some very obvious next steps that somebody can do if they want to go towards the triple. And I think that this sets the Sunset Puzzle project up really, really well in the long term because there's so much more room to do things in this particular project. So with this clutch, we now had two double het Sunset Puzzle females that were going to be crucial for this project down the road. But understanding that there are several people who already had double het Sunset Puzzle females that were likely already breeder size or very nearly breeder size, we were still fairly far back in this project. So what we wanted to do is we didn't just want to put that Confusion Red Stripe het puzzle male to more stuff this season in 2025 in order to make some more double het Sunset puzzles. Instead, we went and we picked up a Pastel Hypo double het Sunset puzzle male from Chimera. And this boy is probably going to be our star of the 2025 season, as long as he is able to lock and breed well and stay on food. So he is already about a year old, and we have some amazing plans for this boy. We're going to be putting him to our Orange Dream Sunset female, our Leopard het Sunset female, our Red Stripe Yellow Belly het Sunset female, and we also have some het puzzles that we had picked up when we bought our original Confusion Red Stripe het puzzle male. So if they get up to size, and this might be later on in the 2025 season, I would absolutely love to put him to our Blackhead Confusion Red Stripe het puzzle female, but again, she's kind of small and she is on the younger side, so I don't know if it will be the 2025 season. It might be the 2026 season before we're able to breed her. But what this male is going to do is he is going to allow us to potentially make sunsets, combo sunsets, that are all going to be het for Hypo, and all of them will end up having a 50% chance to also be het for Puzzle. And we felt that this was going to do a lot for us because rather than just simply trying to chase the Sunset Puzzle, by getting this male and using this male with the females that we already had, we would be able to make some amazing females that are even beyond where the leading edge of this project is right now at the Sunset Puzzles. So we are super, super excited about this project, and we can't wait to see what everybody else does with it. And In the meantime of all of this happening, Brock has already hit the second sunset puzzle in the world, and it was a female, and she sold within 24 hours of the animal coming out of the egg. So I think that this project is super, super hot, and I can't wait to see what happens in the future. Anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next week.